I survived 100 days as a shapeshifter in Minecraft. After killing each mob now we can earn their identity in the identity menu. Each one have their own unique perk, like having feather falling as the chicken or having dragon breath as the ender dragon. So the question is, can I unlock all mobs including passive, neutral and hostile mobs and survived 100 days in hardcore Minecraft? Let's find out. Before we start our journey, for some reason my skin is Alex. I don't know why is that the case, but let's be a sheep. And now, as always, let's get some woods first and craft ourselves the stone tools. And for the first few days we need to erase some of the mobs that can be found anywhere, like the passive mobs. I really like the chicken. I know we have 2 hearts, it's really stressful, but we have feather falling. We can't take fall damage as a chicken. I take more woods for the rest of the day, and now we need to move on to a cave and try to get at least a full set of iron armor. I hope that killing a skeleton and unlocking his identity will give us a free bow. Well, no, we don't get a bow as a skeleton, and I also forgot that zombies and skeletons burn under the sun. I wanted to unlock this Enderman identity, but while I was in the middle of the fight he just teleported and disappeared. And for sure he will came back, well, not in a good time, and got us really near death. That was really close. We need to be more careful, and we unlock the Enderman. Enderman is probably one of the coolest one we have unlocked yet, not because we are really tall, but because we have teleported. I didn't expect you to spawn in the middle of the cave, but I am happy with that. Enderman can be bad for caving because we are literally too tall, but we can teleport everywhere. And right now I'm trying to locate a village. We have 2 mobs in the village that we want to unlock, and I need the villagers for the librarians. But first we need to unlock a mob in desert, and that's the rabbit. I also unlocked the spider. I forgot to show you guys when I unlock it, but anyway, we have found the desert pyramid. Now we have unlocked the pig, and this is, I think, the last passive mob as well. Never mind, we also need to unlock the cow. While I was brutally killing any animal that get across my path, I killed the horse, and that's done. Now that I'm thinking about it, we need a lot of sea animals like the drowned, the elder guardians and the guardians, 3 type of fish, 2 type of squid. That's a lot we need to find. One thing that I always say is that I hate savanna biome, and we have found a savanna village. I don't know if I'm going to stay here for our base or not, but let's kill the iron golem first and unlock his identity. And since these green coat villagers are useless, let's kill this one. I have found the best cave for iron mining, and it's a really good choice to be a zombie or a skeleton in the cave because nothing is going to attack you. It's just so peaceful in here. We now have enough iron for a full set of iron armor and a full set of iron tools, but I'm still going to mine some more iron ores because we need that for future use. Also, let's take the villager havens. We killed their guards, we killed one of their peoples, and now we're stealing their foods. But I'm not going to use the Hables to make some breads, I'm selling their own wheats to themselves. Now that we have enough emerald, let's try to get fortune 3 from this villager. I don't mean to hit you, but we got the fortune 2 we need. I don't want to go for a fortune 3, I don't want to risk my luck. Since I have never survived the 100-day video in a savanna biome, I want to do it now, this time. Let's be different in this series. And the night was pretty boring. We need to stay up for 3 days till the phantom starts spawning. And we can't do anything at night, so for the next 2 days I'm going mining. Let's try to get that diamond we need. We found a mine shaft. Well, not that cool, but we found enough diamonds to craft the diamond pickaxe and then put the fortune 3 we have on it. Fortune 3 is just so powerful. From 1 diamond ore we got 4 diamonds. That's crazy. Bats are useless in Minecraft. I forgot that they even exist, but being a bat is not that useless. We have 3 hearts is really stressful, but we are allowed to fly and we have night vision. We can find the remaining diamonds we need real easy. And with that we now have a full set of diamond armor. I'm going up now. I don't think I'm going to spend more time in the cave for finding the remaining diamonds for the tools we need. We need to stay up 1 more day to unlock the phantom, and for now I'm making myself a farm, and I don't make it one of those square ones. I try to add some circles around it to make it look prettier. Since we are making this thing pretty, let's add some logs around it. I really like the reflection you get from the ground after the raining day, and also let's add the fences. This is the last touch of design I'm giving this farm. I'm replacing the torches with lanterns and some hables in the farm. I don't know why the phantoms aren't spawning. We have stayed up 3 nights, we haven't slept for 3 days. I think we need to stay up for 3 days, and in the 4th night the phantoms are going to spawn. Anyway, I'm making a sugarcane farm meanwhile. The next day I wanted to pay the nearby jungles a visit and try to get the next 3 mobs we need, but before that let's get some coals. We need coals. And those 3 mobs we need are the ocelot, the parrot and the panda. I'm really sorry friend, but I have to do this for the challenge. At least we can be him. Here's also the parrots, and parrots and bats are similar in health, but there is no reason to be a parrot. Bats have night vision, unlike the parrot. This is the last one, the ocelot. I don't see myself being an ocelot in the near future, but we have unlocked him. And now while we're waiting for the phantoms to start spawning, let's kill some of the mobs in the desert. I have found an exposed lush cave, so let's get the axolotl and the tropical fish as we can. Finally, here's come the phantom spawning, and it was also stressful. I was only having 3 hearts and I decided to be a bat. And even though we have a full row of hearts as a phantom, we need to stay careful because phantoms burn under the sunlight. And as long as we have a helmet on ourselves, we're going to be fine. I found another exposed cave, and this time I unlocked the glow squid, and let's get a lot of diamonds. We got 46 diamonds from one cave, the power of fortune. See, let's also take these obsidians because we're going to travel to the Nether in the upcoming days. And times that I bored and don't know what to do, I came back to this sugarcane farm and expand it. At first we killed their guards, we killed one of their peoples, and then we stole their hables and sell it to themselves. And now I'm ruining their farmlands. From now on I'm going to also start picking up the pumpkins. We can sell the pumpkins and also the melons to the farmers. I'm having this big plan in my mind. I'm going to get a lot of glass paint, sell them to a cartographer in one of those nearby villages, and get the woodland mansion map and the ocean monument map. That way we're going to unlock the pillager mobs. I was trying to look at some pumpkins to sell to my farmer that I suddenly saw a group of pillagers spawning, and they have a captain. We can start a raid instead of going to a woodland mansion. And because I'm a phantom and pillagers don't usually attack phantoms, at least until they don't attack them, I can easily chill back and kill all the mobs. I get all the identities we need, but I still need to kill all the evokers to get some extra totems. And here's come the hero of the village. We also get some emeralds from that trade, so that was good. And now we can get the Ocean Explorer map from the cartographer. I no longer need the Woodland Mansion map. But just in case I missed something, let's get both of the maps. And because we are finally above level 30, I wanna make an enchantment setup, but not a normal one. Before I explain what I'm about to build, take a look at this furnace. It looks cool, you can't deny that. I'm going to make the enchanting setup in some sort of an structure. It's like 4 staircases leading us to the enchanting setup. It's really hard to talk about how this thing is going to look. Let's get the materials we need first. This is what I was talking about, 4 staircases leading us to the enchanting setup, but this is just the first phase of the building. I have never tried acacia woods for my buildings, but let's be different in this series, as I said in the beginning. It looks cool, but it looks like it misses something. Yeah, now that looks much better with lanterns. I really don't know how to place the bookshelves down to get all the 30 level enchantments and at the same time being able to get to this area from all 4 staircases. I will come up with a solution. I think this is a good bookshelves placement. We can get here from all 4 sides as long as we are not something like a wither, and we are also having the 30 level enchantment. And right now we can do 2 30 level enchantments. I'm going for a chest plate. And our axe, cause there is nothing really good on the rest of our armor set. For the design of our nether portal, I'm going with the 2 trees in each corner of our nether portal. We can also add some lantern, leaves and some gravel to make it look better. We have our first tree at the start, but I'm not going to make a tree by myself. Let's use a sapling. And here's the final design. It's not that crazy looking or anything special or hard. It's simple, and simple things are beautiful. Before we enter the Nether portal, I wanted to take a look at the buildings we have built right now, and I don't know if I can count the sugarcane farms, but we have made some good progress. I'm happy with our spawn. We are not in something like a bastion or a Nether fortress, but we are out in the open and we can fly. We can find the Nether fortress pretty easily. We need a lot of mobs in the Nether, so let's get the first easy two. And also the Strider. Strider is also one of those mobs that I completely forgot about. Let's also get the magma cube and get the two mobs of the Nether fortress. Also, while we are in the Nether, let's collect a lot of quartz for two reasons. The first reason, the XP. The second reason, and the most important one, we need them for a building in the future. I'm not going to say what the building is. Let's also unlock the identity of the Hoglin and the gas, and I think these two are the last mobs of the Nether, if I'm not mistaken. No, they're not the last one. I forgot about the piglin brutes, one of the toughest one. We have now unlocked all the mobs in the Nether, but we still have things to do. The first thing is to collect 3 wither skeleton skulls for the wither boss, and we need to at least get 1 netherite upgrade template. But I think templates don't actually exist in this game, because this game is set in 1.19. I need to do a little Google search and see if the templates exist in 1.19. They don't exist, but that's a good thing. We only now need to collect 3 skulls. Now that we're back from our journey from the Nether, let's spend our XP to get some enchantment on our weapons. I found this diamond pickaxe that has a mending on it from a bastion, and I'm putting that on my fortune 3 pickaxe so that we can repair it by collecting quartz. It might not be a good idea to collect the wither skeleton skulls without the looting 3 on our sword, but I get one by accident. It's how hard can it be to collect the other 2? Actually, I can't believe it, but we got the second wither skeleton skulls 2 minutes later. But this third skull take the most amount of time, like 15 minutes or something. We literally go from level 14 to 13 collecting the third wither skeleton skull. And now let's fight the wither as a phantom. How hard can it be without a bow? Actually, real hard. For some reason I can't get close to the wither even though I'm flying to hit him with our sword. A bow is required for the wither phase 1. So I quickly get back home to craft the bow. And in this short amount of time we need to get a good enchantment on our bow. We got a power 1, that's not what I was thinking about, but let's get down to his second phase. Most of the time the wither's second phase is much harder than his first phase, but for me it was the complete opposite. And now we can be a wither, shoot wither skeleton skull, fly around, and also let's collect the Nether star. Being a wither is cool. We have 2 rows of heart. We can shoot wither skeleton skull, but it has 2 downsides. The first one is we are really big, and the second downside is that it takes so much time to recharge our wither skeleton skull. We got like 40 gold blocks from that bastion from the Nether. We can make a tier 2 beacon with that. And now, since I don't know what to do, let's expand our sugarcane farm. I think we're going too far with this sugarcane farm. It's getting really huge at this point. I really don't know how hard can it be to collect ancient debris in 1.19 Minecraft, so for now I'm just going to share some of the ships around our base. If collecting the ancient debris was rare, I'm going to make a ship farm. First, before doing all the cool explosion, let's get down to Y15 and make a really long path. First, let's use our TNT we got from those desert pyramids, and that got us no ancient debris. Now let's go for the beds. From 1.5 stack of wools we got only 8 ancient debris. We for sure need to make a wool farm. I'm going to spend one of these netherite ingots on our chest plate and the other one for our sword. Now I'm following the map of that ocean monument we got from the cartographer. I just need to kill the guardian and the early guardian. I don't need the gold blocks in the middle of the monument. Right now I'm really bored. I don't have any build to do, any idea for our base. Let's just go adventuring for like 10 days. And I don't mean just going around everywhere and doing nothing. I'm going after the mobs of different biomes. Like from the snow biomes we need the goats. Yay, we found a donkey. I'm not excited for this because we need to get a mule for this challenge. And the way to get the mule is to beat a horse and a donkey. We need to find them together. Snow golems is also one of the mobs in this challenge, so let's kill that. And I really like the power of the snow golem. We're going to throw multiple snowballs at one direction, but the downside of that is that we have only 2 hearts. We have something around like 30 diamonds in our base, but I can't deny an exposed cave. They always have good stuff in there. And if I don't forget anything, the turtle and the pufferfish are the last sea animals we need to unlock. I forgot that Ella exists in 1.19 Minecraft. I'm happy that we found it in the outpost and we don't need anymore to go after a woodland mansion. While I was exploring, I found multiple desert pyramids. Most of them were trash, but this one was special. And I also messed up some of the desert pyramids, like this one. I was looking for a swamp, but here we found a mangrove swamp. It's nothing really different than a normal swamp, but we need 2 mobs from this place. The first one is the frog, and the second one is a slime that we need to stay up at night. We found the tiger the next day, so we unlocked the fox, and we found one of these snowy biomes, and we need 2 mobs for snowy biomes. The first one is a stray, which I wasn't able to find, but I was able to find dogs. Strays spawn in place of skeletons in snowy biomes, but for some reason in these snowy biomes we are having skeletons. At least the next night we found strays. The next snowy mob I was talking about was the polar bear, and now we just need one more mob and the rarest of them all, the mushroom cow. And the mushroom island takes the most amount of time to find. We are literally 30,000 blocks away from our base. I forgot one thing. We need tadpole. Tadpole do exist in Minecraft and I just learned them now. Tadpoles are basically frogs in their early stage of life. And I spend the next 3 days, day 43 to 45, just getting back to home. Nothing much. For the upcoming days I have plans for this village. I want to repopulate this village, make this village more beautiful than its current state, and I'm gonna start by picking up most of the grass around the village. And to get back this village to the golden age it doesn't have, let's first repopulate it. And guys, I'm caring about this village. I'm not just putting the beds on the middle of the village, I'm putting the beds in the houses, so that means I'm caring about the villagers. Not. And we just need one item to get this village back to its glory days. Bread. And even more bread. And I wanted to make a pumpkin and melon farm for myself in our base, but I'm thinking I'm going to use this village as that. I wanted to fix some of the holes in the village, and we need to also fill up the holes the villager caused. And while we're waiting for the villagers to grow up, I'm going to make our fourth or fifth building. It's going to be an underground laboratory. And we were only able to get the outline of this thing by the end of the day. The next day is the mining phase. It's really hard. With no unbreaking, no efficiency or no haste, this work is really annoying. I forgot that we need an entrance for this thing. I'm using this spot as the entrance. I was in the Nether trying to repair my pickaxe that I suddenly saw a glowstone, and I wanted to use lantern for this laboratory, but I think glowstone fits more. We are also digging one more block because I forgot that we need a floor for this thing. For the theme and design of this thing, we are going with a stripped oak and birch logs alongside different versions of quartz bricks. And now that I'm also seeing how this thing is going to look, I'm going to use leaf as the floor. I have a brilliant idea. You guys tell me in the comments, is this a beauty or a problem for me? Half of this laboratory is in the savanna biome and half of it is in this oak forest, and the leaf color is different in each biome. So while we are in this laboratory, we're going to see two different color of leaves. I just make this out of myself. I think it's looking pretty cool. I'm going to make it on all four corners. This is a laboratory. We're going to brew potions in this place, and I'm thinking we are having 15 or 16 ingredients in Minecraft, and we need a lot of storage for that. So I'm making a storage on both sides of this laboratory. I should have thought about this earlier. We also need a nether wart from. Nether wart is one essential part for brewing, and I will make it on this part, but I'm not going to expose the roof of it. For the roof I go with a mix of magma block and glowstone block, and I think it turned out pretty cool. We just need to complete the walls and get the nether warts. We don't actually have nether warts. But before going for the nether warts, I'm going to do some parts of this bubble elevator. We're going to make two of them, one for the entrance and one for getting out of here. Also, while I was in the nether collecting the nether bricks and the nether warts, I also collect some blaze rods to fuel our brewing stands. This looks magnificent. I wanted to add some more glowstone blocks on the wall, but I think that would be too much. And the only thing now left is to first make the roof. And here's the bubble elevator. As I said, one for the entrance and one for getting out of here. This place looks so good with the complementary shader. I also should have tested without the shader to see how it could have looked. For our next building, I'm going to make a sheep farm, and actually not a sheep farm, a wool farm. Anyway, we need to first capture some sheep. And before starting building this thing, we need to collect some redstone stuff like hoppers, observers, dispensers, a lot of things. To make this thing auto, we need to use some power rails and normal rails. That's why I'm using a lever under the dirt blocks. Collecting the observers we need is the easy part. The hard part is the dispensers, but luckily for me I have found the mineshaft earlier. By fighting the cave spider spawner, we can get the strings we need for the dispenser, and I also forgot that we haven't unlocked the cave spider yet. This is wrong. Let me fix that first. This is right. The dispenser is going to throw shears at the sheep when the grass block is eaten. And now for me the fun part begins, getting the sheep into their place. We need 3 more sheep, but luckily for me I have captured 3 more sheep on the other side of the map. And this is the last sheep we need, and I'm going to spend the rest of the day AFKing here to see how much wool we can get in that short amount of time. In exactly 4 minutes we got a stack of wool, and that's a lot actually. While we are in the background doing the works for the villagers or doing new builds, we can get stacks of wool, and that's when we're going to get the netherites we need. I'm still AFK and I'm seeing that 4 more mobs is required for the Monster Hunter achievement. That means we need the silverfish, shulker, warden and the ender dragon. Another 10 minutes has been passed and we have gotten 2 stacks of wool. That's a little slower than the last time, but I'm going to start doing things now. I built the villagers a fountain. It's not the best looking fountain in the world, but they should appreciate my work for them. And now let's start the journey of getting mending from the villagers that now we have enough adult. What do we have here? We have feather falling 4. I don't think I'm going to use feather falling 4, but just in case I need it in the near future, I'm going to lock the trade by buying a bookshelf from him. Also, getting a cartographer would be really smart because we have a lot of paper and we can sell glass paint to the cartographer to make a lot of money in short amount of time. And we need 3 protection trees from this librarian, 1 on our boots to make it protection 4, and our helmet doesn't have any protection on it, so we need 2 of them. And now I'm going to upgrade our food supply to golden carrot just because I'm rich. I really haven't got near death in this whole video if you don't count that enderman fight in the beginning. I'm going to make a diamond chestplate for myself because until we get a mending I'm not going to lose the durability on our netherite chestplate. I'm believing it in myself that we can get the 6 netherite ingots we need with 4 stacks of wood. That means a stack of bed. These explosions that you're seeing are the only time I was able to find ancient debris. I'm not showing you guys the time I failed. I failed like 60 bits. I really don't have any explanation for this. Our nether portal is on fire, but how a fire got to our nether portal when there is no lava near our tree? I might be wrong, but I think this is the last ancient debris we need to collect. We only got 4 ingots from all those explosions. I'm making myself a full set of netherite armor, that's for sure, but I wanted to also make a full set of netherite tools. Anyway, I will be back for more netherites in the future for our axe and shovel. For now, let's get this sharpness 5 from this librarian. And at the same day, we also got a looting 3 book. That's real lucky for us. I got the 3 with a skeleton skull I need, so that's useless. And finally, it took me 2 days, but finally I got the mending book I needed. And I'm going to buy 6 mending book from this guy. This is the first one, the second and the third. And because getting the emeralds are taking me forever to get, I'm going to make a Fletcher. Fletchers are so good. You can get 16 emeralds from them with just 1 stack of log. Is this amount of bed enough for finding 2 netherite ingots? Let's find out. Yes, that's enough. We can now finally craft ourselves a netherite shovel. We can get the ender pearls we need for ender eyes from piglins, but I'm going to kill enderman for that. Let's use our looting 3 we got. Let's also not forget about the blaze powder we need. I think 8 rods would be enough. The eyes are leading me to this cave right here, so let's dig down. I really like this entrance to the stronghold. We just got straight into the portal room. Let's also get the silverfish identity. At first I wanted to fight the ender dragon as a phantom, but I wanted to kill it as a wither. It looks so much cooler, I think. And this was probably one of the funniest and easiest ender dragon fights in my whole career. If I don't even have a bow, I can just shoot my skulls at the crystals. In the real wither fight we get wither effect as the withers throw wither skeleton skulls at us, but in this fight I wasn't inflicting that effect on the ender dragon. But we are still not done yet. We still need to kill a shulker, and this is the first time that I'm not caring about the elytra in the end ship, but I'm going to get it anyway. That's the shulker done, and now I'm going for the end ship chests, which are trash. I'm gonna spend some more time in the end city, try to collect as much shulker shell as I can, because we are still in shulker shells for the shulker boxes. And we get back to our first spawn in this world, and now that I'm taking a look back at it, it's a really good place to make a huge base in this area. If there was a village near this place, I would take this place as our home. And now I'm going to build an iron farm, not one of those advanced ones, but a really simple one from this YouTuber right here. This iron farm is going to be underground, and for that reason I make this flat surface right here. And here's all the farm. Here it is, just this. We just need to place 3 beds in this place and place some trapdoors and slabs. And now only 2 things remain: gathering 3 villagers in this hole and putting 1 zombie in this spot. We need to wait till midnight for that. We can transfer the villagers with the boat, that's the cheap option, but that would take forever to do. I'm making a railway system to that farm. Here's the first villager using our tracks. And the second one. And here's the third and the last villager we need, but I think I made a problem, because when we destroy this minecart, the villager should go for the beds in the iron farm, but he's not going for that. And well, when I get back to the farm to see what those other 2 villagers were doing, they turn into zombie villagers. And I think the problem with this farm that we built right here is because it's too close to the village nearby. We need to make it much farther than the village. We spent like 3 days transforming those villagers, making the farm itself, and we need to do that all over again. I'm not going to say anything in this part, let's just build the farm. And here's the rails. Now we need to just transform 3 more villagers. Here's the first villager. I want to test if this guy is going for the middle bed before we transform the other 2. I'm actually really happy that he goes for that bed finally. Now we are going to transform the other villager. And we face another problem. We had another adult villager, but we don't have any more villager in our village. And all we have is a baby. And babies, unlike the adult villagers, aren't dumb. They are really fast and don't get into minecart. And I'm traveling this one with the boat. That's why I'm making a path for that. While I was trying to get the second villager into the bed, he wasn't going for the bed this time. I don't know what the problem was, but I make him go into that hole by force. And that seems to solve the problem. He's now sleeping. And now the only thing left is to protect our baby villager till he become an adult, and also make 1 zombie fall into the trapdoors and get in the boat. And here's that baby villager, he grows. Now we need to go for the phase 2 of this farm. And the rest is pretty easy. We first need to make sure that iron golems aren't going to spawn outside. And we needed to dig something like this that I completely messed up. We needed to dig 2 blocks. I dig only 1 block. But I think placing 1 dirt block around this thing will fix the problem. Now we need to wait. And as we can see, we already have 9 iron ingots. It's not really that efficient, but I wanted to make an iron golem farm for this world. After 5 minutes of being AFK, we got around 38 ingots. As I said, it's not that efficient, but these farms are supposed to build together, like 4 of them in one spot. And I'm not going to build 3 more of those iron farms. I wanna do more things. That 1 iron farm caused enough problem for us. Our next build is going to be a really big project unlike the iron farm. First we need a silk touch pickaxe. I'm going to explain it later. For our next build we are going to need 42 stacks of block. That's a lot of blocks, and I'm not going to use something like netherrack or dirt. I'm going to use a stone brick. That's why we need a haste 2 beacon combined with efficiency 5 on our pickaxe to get the stones we need pretty easily. But first we need to make the maxed out beacon, a lot of iron minings, and our iron farm isn't generating that many irons. It takes a lot of time to do that, but I was just listening to a podcast meanwhile I was collecting the irons we need, and now here's the haste 2 beacon. This is so satisfying, but also we need to keep an eye on our pickaxe to make sure it doesn't break mid-process. 42 stacks of luck is no joke, and I didn't know what direction I was going, but I got near our laboratory. And it only took me 1 day to get 1.5 shulker box full of these blocks. But we are not done yet. We still need so many observers, dispensers, and many more redstone stuff. And now we have 6 shulker box worth of stuff, and let's start building this thing. Before we build this mob farm, I get the idea of this thing by this YouTuber right here. And first we need a flat area on top of a mountain. I don't want to show you guys a step by step how I built this thing. If you want to know that, check out the YouTuber, but this is the first step. First we need to make the storage. And here's where all the mobs are going to fall down and get into the middle part. And to make them fall to the center point, we need to use water for that. I also built this farm on our hardcore world, and in that world it took me like 10 days just to build this thing, not getting the materials we need for this thing. And in this series it's real easy by just flying. And now for the hardest part, even for me, we're going to need this platform 7 times more on top of each other. But on the last dispenser we're not going to make another platform, we're going to make a redstone timer which ticks in like every 15 or 20 seconds. And for sure a AFK platform. And now for the last part, we need to make a really big roof to make everything fall into darkness that allow the mobs to spawn. I did not expect it to take this long, but we spent another day just to complete the roof. And here's the final result of this farm. You can see the mobs spawning, and we are now on day 97, and I don't have much time to test this farm. I'm going to spend the day 97 AFKing at this farm, trying to see how much loot we can get in just 10 minutes. A day has passed, and as we can see the loots are pretty good. It was a hard build itself, but it's a shame that I cannot use any of that. And I think the only thing left for us to do now is to kill the Warden, and first we need to get ready for the fight. We only have 2 days left. We are finally using our laboratory for once, and we need to make a strange, swiftness and night vision potion. And we are using glowstone and gunpowder on our potion. I'm not going to drink the potion mid-fight, that would take a lot of time. Let's look under the snowy mountain. It is said that there is ancient cities under the snowy mountains. We don't found an ancient city, but we can find an spawner in skull caves. Never mind, we found an ancient city, but I'm not going to use these spawners. There's 3 of them next to each other. I don't want to fight 2 wardens at once. This one looks good. Let's first clear off the mobs nearby it. We're fighting the Warden as an iron golem because we have a lot of heals, and I was saving that enchanting golden apple for this moment, and I ran away because I was too scared of fighting. I can fight boss that have a pattern like the Ignis or the Ender Guardian, but I can never understand the Warden. I was feeling a little too comfortable on myself that I decided to fight him as a bee. We have done all the possible things, all the farms in this series. Let's see who is going to die. I was doing my best till my last heart and died at the end. But who cares, we survived 100 days as a shapeshifter in Minecraft. We needed the Warden to complete the challenge, but besides that we killed all the mobs in this game. Thanks you guys for watching this video. If you want to see more content like this one, please like and subscribe to the channel. That way you are helping me and the channel a lot. See you in the next one. Before the video ends, I also realized that beside the Warden we also missed the skeleton horse and the endermite. Wow.